Hi cookie friends, welcome back to Late's Camera Cookies. Stick around after this cookie decorating and hang out with me and Hank and talk all things A Muppet Christmas Carol. So I had my cookie all cut out and I put in my flood outline and then I filled it with my glaze icing. I let that set for a full 24 hours and then I came in with my Wilton food coloring and I mixed that with some vodka and I painted that grayish background. And then you can see I did like a dot sketch of Kermit and Robin, or Mr. Cratchit and Tiny Tim, and I chose to paint their mouth, the inside of their mouth, and then do everything else in my glaze icing. So I colored their faces green, of course, and I also put in for their eyes, and I always use my scribe tool to help me push the icing towards the end of that flood line. And this is probably one of the most tedious parts of this type of cookie decorating, is just getting all those color blocks in. So I'm literally blocking out each color, also being careful not to let the icing touch each other too much, because since this icing is still wet, it has the potential for the colors to bleed into each other. So I try my hardest to always leave a really, really thin amount of space in between the colors. So you can see I used a tipless bag. I always used to use a metal tip at the end of my bag to help push out the icing, but I have come to learn that a tipless bag for me is the way to go. I can cut the tip of my bag as small as I need to allow the icing to get out. So I have enjoyed using a tipless bag also. All right, so you can see I am just getting all of those little tiny details on. Now I have let that set for another full 24 hours. So now I'm coming back in and I'm doing my favorite part, which is the painting. So again, my paints are Wilton food coloring and vodka. And I use a vodka because it does not eat away at the sugar. So if I were to paint with water, I have the potential to eat away at the sugar and dissolve it. But the vodka doesn't do that, or anything alcohol based. Even like a vanilla extract, you could use something like that. So I'm just having a lot of creative fun painting in all of the details. So sometimes I use my paints with my brush and sometimes I use my edible ink marker. I tried out the edible ink marker this time to see how that was gonna go. I was pretty happy with the results. Sometimes it's just easier, so I always try to do something a little bit different and see what works and maybe use it for my next cookie adventure. So I also do love mixing colors. I've been asked what my method is for mixing colors. It is trial and error. My color palette is quite messy because I'm always trying to learn about colors and see what sticks and see what works. So my suggestion here is don't be afraid of mixing colors and figuring it out for yourself and seeing what works for you. So there I just put the plaid on Tiny Tim's pants and Kermit's shirt, and I really enjoy blending in all of the colors. So you can even see with the stripes on the scarf, I didn't want to just leave them the way I did. I came back in and I smoothed them out. And I also like to outline my characters in a black or a dark brown to help them almost pop off the cookie. Oh, and I have this really great Wilton brand white food coloring, which I was able to use for the snowflakes. I really do like that food coloring, and I also mix it with some other colors to help tone down the cookie. Oh, and here's our plaque. God bless us, everyone. Yes, Tiny Tim. And there is the final plaque.
Hi, cookie friends. Welcome back to Late's Camera Cookies. My name is Larissa, and this is my friend. Hey. And this is the cookie that we showed you how we made. And this is in honor of the 30th anniversary of A Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes!
This is my favorite Christmas Carol movie. It is the friendliest.
It's the least scary.
The least scary. Except I gotta say, some of those ghosts, like the ghost of Christmas yet to come, creeps me out a little bit.
He's a giant Jawa.
So we made Kermit as Bob Cratchit and Robin as Tiny Tim.
Yeah.
And because we don't just do small things, we got to do like all the things. But we've got quick sneak peeks of
the
Marley and Marley. Woo! No, you didn't want to join in there?
No.
Whatever. Gonzo and Rizzo as Charles Dickens himself.
Yes!
And we've got these like, you know.
Street urchins.
Yeah, so there's them. We've got Fozziwig.
Wow.
The Ghost of Christmas Present. The
he was crazy.
The jolliest ghost there is. But how sad when he becomes old and like, poof, vanishes. Oh, so heartbreaking. My personal favorite, the vegetable vendor guy.
Ah! It's your favorite, but guess what?
What?
Even the vegetables don't like you.
Even the vegetables don't like him. Bean the bunny.
Oh, Bean!
Poor little guy.
I hit that poor bunny with a wreath.
Poor little Bean. And then of course we have the Muppet Christmas Carol plaque.
Oh.
So I am really excited with this set. I hope
These are
that you
epic.
enjoy these. So
Charles Dickens would be proud.
I hope Jim Henson would be proud. So, like I
That
said,
too.
we are doing this in celebration of the 30th anniversary of A Muppet Christmas Carol.
30 years?
So it came out in...
Those are some old cookies.
It came out on December 11th, 1992, so I was like in kindergarten, and I loved watching this. It was like the thing to watch every Christmas, you know, along with Charlie Brown and all that other stuff. All right, so we have, as per usual, some fuzz facts for you about A Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes!
All right, so...
Oh, this was fun doing this one.
Fuzz fact number
Number
1. The Muppet Christmas Carol was the first Muppet movie made without
Oh.
the man himself, Jim Henson. I really appreciate him, and I'm so glad that they kept the Muppets going.
Yes.
So Jim Henson passed away May 16th, 1990 at the age of 53.
Wow.
And this movie came out December 11th, 1992. And I think it was just fantastic.
Yeah, it was beautifully done.
And I think it was a really great...
They paid homage to everything he had created.
Yeah, they did some
Disney
really
has kept
cool
Muppet culture
stuff.
alive and happy.
Yep.
And the fans love it.
Fuzz fact number
2.
Number 2. Michael Caine, who was
I
the
loved him as
Scrooge,
Scrooge.
the actor who played Scrooge,
And he played Alfred.
did a really great job. Who's Alfred?
Oh.
And Batman?
Why would you embarrass me?
Sorry. What is interesting about this is, so you're thinking of this, right? So we have a set with all of these Muppets, but how are the Muppets held up?
By hands.
Right? Like this.
They got their right-hand man.
So all the actors playing Muppets are down lower, their hands are up here. So what they had to do was build a special like plank walkway for all of the actors like Michael Caine to walk through the streets. So that way...
Planks. What,
Yeah.
the plank?
So that way, you know, the Muppet actors were on one level and everyone else who was not a Muppet was able to walk safely
Yeah,
and
it's not a
easily
safe business.
around the streets of London. And fuzz fact number
3.
So,
Yeah.
So,
Did a lot with green screens.
yeah, one of the really cool things, and if
Which
you
I'm still
remember
asking
this,
for.
I know, if you remember this, Kermit was actually walking down the streets of London, but like walking. His
Yeah, like
legs
really walking.
were moving.
And he carried Tiny Tim.
How did they do that? If you watch really closely, what you actually see
It's someone in a
is-
Kermit costume.
is you can see the streets actually rolling like this.
What?
You have to look really closely. This.
Yeah.
They also had to have 10 puppeteers to help create this effect.
Wow.
So,
That's how you know
next
you're
thing real
famous.
quick, go ahead, Hank.
On December 11th, Disney Plus will update Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
For 30th anniversary.
How exciting. And there are going to be some differences. Go ahead, Hank. Tell them the difference that you're
They're
most
bringing
excited
it back.
for. They're bringing what back, Hank?
The song that everyone wanted out. The love is gone.
Yep.
But now it's back.
So when the Ghost of Christmas Past brings Ebenezer to view his past.
Yeah,
And
he
the-
sees Belle.
And the love of his life.
Not that Belle.
No, not that Belle. He sees the love of his life, and you know she's like breaking up with him and stuff, and it's really awkward.
I'm
and
too
sad.
poor for you.
You know, all he has to say is like, "No, I love you no matter what, and money is not the thing that rules me." But instead, he didn't, and he just let her go. And they have to sing a song. And let me tell you, when I was little, I would always fast forward that part.
Yeah, but it makes sense. It connects the end of the movie.
It does make sense, so they're bringing it back.
Because you
guys.
remember the end of the movie? What do they sing? The love is found.
The love is found.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I get it.
Now it makes sense.
No, it makes sense. Or do you guys have a favorite character or
I love
scene
the Marley
or part
Brothers.
of the movie? Yeah.
The Marley Brothers.
Yeah, they were really
They're
cool.
there, still heckling again.
Kind of creepy.
I love those two.
I definitely love them, which is why I made the cookie. I love the vegetables. They had such a small little role, but powerful impact. Actually, next question, and please let us know in the comments down below. If you had to be visited by one of these ghosts,
Ghost of Christmas Present.
which one would you want to have been visited
At
by?
least
But I definitely would have wanted to have been visited by the Ghost of Christmas Present.
Yeah, he was
What-
awesome.
What a friendly, happy, jovial man.
Come in and know me better, man.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. Please do follow along on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Leave some comments down below.
Yes!
Here's the thing, guys. We want to talk to you. We want to
we
have
love the
conversations
comments.
with you. Do you have any questions about how we make these cookies? Do you want to talk Muppets with us, Disney with us? Have
Talk
any
anything.
questions? We want to get to know you. We want to know who our followers are. We have some new subscribers and our community is growing. But
Yes.
I don't know enough about you guys and what do you want to see? Do you have suggestions? What is it you'd like to see in
Yeah,
the
we
future?
want to hear from you.
Let us know. We're doing this for you. So I want to get to know you. Guys, thank you so much and we will see you next time, Cookie Friends.
Next time.
This is my island in the sun.
What? Can you scrape out my mouth?
The Ghost of Christmas Present.
No.
No.
Present. Presents.
All right. I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry. What else did I want to say?
See, hairballs. You got fuzz in your mouth too.
Sorry. What else did I want to say?
Mr. Humbug. There goes Mr. Grinch.